Okay, so this video isn't really planned. I really decided to make this video when I was digging through one of my cabinets, and I discovered this. So this is one of my old deck boxes that I had from a long while back. I mean, not too long, but I think it was around like 2017 since I've had this. And it was a deck that I was building around that time. I think this was Dark Magicians. I haven't really looked at it beforehand, so I thought it would be cool to look through this deck with you guys. So yeah, let's have a look. Alright, so let's see what we have here. Yeah, it's pretty much what I thought. Dark Magician. This is when I was trying to make skilled Dark Magician good. Yeah, it looks like I was actually like making a full deck. Yeah, I forgot how much I had it like built. So yeah, I had 2 skilled Dark Magicians. I don't know, like, my obsession with this card, like, I was just trying to make it good in the modern day, but, I don't know, it was just a bad idea. I guess it's because I like the art so much, but that was my thinking behind this. So, Dark Magic Expanded. So this is when we got, like, the new support back then, and, I think that's what pretty much made me want to build the deck, because I'm like, hey, look, Dark Magicians are getting support, so might as well. Have the regular old Dark Magician. I love this art, by the way. It didn't make much sense to me why they didn't print this to begin with, because I always thought this was like the best art for polymerization, but yeah, I remember when I was building this deck, I specifically wanted to use this copy of polymerization, so yeah. Of course, Mystical Space Typhoon, everyone was still using that, well, not as much as they used to, but pretty cool card. Using Starlight Road because trying to block this card, Eternal Soul. So this is when Eternal Soul came out and like the new support. So it's still a crazy good card, but man, it really blows back on you when you try to use it and if your opponent destroys it. So yeah. Dark Renewal, I always like that card. Also the original Dark Magician, okay. Well, not original print, but the art. Oh, so this is when we were still using Soul Charge. I forgot about this. It's crazy to think this card was still being used. Well, it was being used back then. I mean, today's modern day climate, you will never be able to use this card. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy to think it was in the game at one point. Oh yeah, I wanted to use this card because I always like Magician's Valkyria, so that's why. Dark Magical Circle, always a great card. I was still trying to use Magical Mallet. I don't know why. I guess I was just bent on like redrawing my hand in case if I got a bad hand, but it would have been better just to cut this card out altogether. Of course, the new support, Magician's Rod. I always like Magical Dimension. I always like the kind of like trick that you could pull. Like you could pull it during the battle phase or when you were doing battle. So you just set it down. I thought that was like a cool thing that Dark Magicians could pull pretty much, because Dark Magicians aren't really trap based in general, well at least before this time, so I thought it was cool that you could kind of interrupt your opponent in that way, so that's why I was using that. And we were using Palladium Oracle Mahad, well, at least I was. I just like the design of this card, and especially since I saw the movie, I'm like, might as well put the newest support in, because no one else was using it. And Breaker the Magical Warrior. I remember I wanted to get a holo for this deck, so yeah, it just looks nice in the holo. Another Magician's Rope. I thought I had this organized in terms of like doubles and like triples, and I guess I didn't. He always looks cool. He just looks like a shadow. And I wish they just made this Illusion Magician, not Magician of Illusion. It would have been cool to have Illusion Magician as a card, but I guess this is sort of a reference. And this is me trying to give the deck consistency, I guess. And pretty much the reason for this card, I just liked it since like the original movie, so that's why it was here. Another Magician's Valkyria. I was wondering, like, I'm pretty sure I put 2 of them in this deck. At least 2. I may have another one, but who knows. Oh yeah, Buster Blader. Just because I like Buster Blader. I was trying to make Paladin, the original Paladin monster for Dark Magician. So yeah, that's why I was using polymerization earlier. Got another Dark Magic Expanded, Eternal Soul. Oh yeah, I always like Breaker, so that's why I was using him. Speaking of which, there he is. And what Dark Magician deck isn't without Dark Magician Girl? So that's why she's in here. We have Dark Magician. And yeah, that's why I was thinking, like, wait, at least I'm pretty sure I had like 3 copies. And here it is. So 1 Day of Peace. This was still a good card. Now not so much. And here's my like original copy of Dark Magician. Wow, you can really tell how beaten up that is. It's not too bad, but well, for being as old as it is, but it's in kind of okay condition. But yeah, this is my original one. We got another Magician of Dark Illusion, Dark Burning Magic. Yeah, so this was another one of the newest support cards at the time. So I just wanted to add this. Again, if you couldn't tell already, the new support was my inspiration for building this deck. So yeah, there you go. Dark Eradicator Warlock. I just always liked this card. I mean, I like a lot of the Magician cards, so you could tell this was really like a fun project. It wasn't supposed to be really competitive. It was just something I was putting together. Funny story about this one, Sage of Stillness. A friend of mine actually introduced me to this card, and I've liked it ever since, because way back in the day, in like the mid-2000s, this was a pretty good card. Like, it could stop your opponent from doing a lot and defending himself, because basically that's when you would use traps more often, back then when traps mattered. So this is why I like this card so much. But now this card has kind of fallen out of favor, and I was still trying to use this card back then pretty much. So yeah, I guess it wasn't the best choice, but it was my choice. Another Magician's Rod. Dark Magic Veil, great card. I always liked the kind of like seal that the Magicians had, so it just made me want to get this card even more for the deck. So yeah, that was pretty much the reasoning. Another Breaker, an Empty Sleeve. So I probably like fished out some card like between then, and I needed it for another deck, so who knows what this card was. Oh, I've always liked this one. I always liked this one since Arcana used it in did Arcana use? No, I think it was Arcana that used it. Yeah, Dark Magic Curtain. And so I always liked the design of it. Yeah, the whole skull design. And yeah, I'm like, might as well. So if you can tell, like, nostalgia was also a big part in this deck. Another NT Sleeve. Foolish Barrel, because Foolish Barrel is good. Another Palladium Oracle. Another Empty Sleeve. I actually have a bunch of them here. Yeah. Oh yeah, this wasn't even a part of the deck. I remember like I was just storing these cards there. So you can tell this is how like not finished the deck was. I was putting random cards within it. Here's another Dark Burning Attack. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Like going through like all these different cards that I kind of almost forgot about. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for this video. Like I said, this video wasn't really like planned or anything. It was just like a video that I thought I could make in the moment, and because it totally blew my mind that I came across this deck that I kind of forgotten for a bunch of years, and I thought it would be fun to go over it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to leave a like and follow if you like my content. This isn't my normal Yu-Gi-Oh video. I normally make discussion videos, so that's still coming along the way, and this is not like the official replacement for it, so expect that along sometime. So yeah, with that, thank you so much for watching, and take care. If you would like to support more content like this in the future, you can do so at my Necromancer 1040 Patreon link down below. I normally post it in the description, and you can check it there along with the other cool things I normally post down below. And with that, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next one. Alright, take care.